Okay, I want to record this video because, I feel like I need to clarify what I meant when I said, okay, basically, I'm making this video because, I played the Blades of Fire demo and, bruh, it was disappointing. Okay, it's not like, okay, it wasn't like the demo that was disappointing, it was more like the reviews I read after the demo were disappointing because when I played the demo, it was like, it captured what I wanted because, the idea of for me the idea of making a weapon for a game, it's like peak for me, it's like peak gaming. It's like the best form of expression, let me say that, because most games you can customize how your guy looks, the armor, but you don't really customize your own play styles. And I feel like customizing your weapon is one of the first steps in doing that. That's why I had hopes for Blade of Fire, but and it's not like I'm saying the game is terrible or it can't improve. It's just I just feel like the combat is it's repetitive, and I feel like they could have done so much more with it if they were if they dedicated it to it. I have no idea. For me, even when I was playing the demo, I kept on asking myself why would they implement the like different keys to swing in different directions, but not give you combos? Because I thought that would have been the platform for it. Then when I read okay, when I listened to the reviews for the game, they were the the combat doesn't expand further, and I was ah I guess this is it, the one. Because I was expecting them to implement new systems. I was expecting something as simple as imbuing fire into your weapons. I would have expected that to be just like basically common sense. I don't understand. For me, I get okay. There's so much you could have done better with that. For me, it's just I know I don't want to say it's lazy because I do have the experience of being a game designer, but it's but that's the word I'd use. As in, there's no other word I'd use. I feel like there's so much more that could have been done there. The potential from that game was so much better, and I'm saying this regardless of the story, because I've already had reviews saying the story is mid or mediocre, and I'm okay, and I'm there's so much you those guys have for me those guys had the idea right, but they just can't implement it. I don't know, they couldn't implement it right. like for me, the best, okay, a game that's coming close to implementing the idea right for me is I think it's Lies of P, because I think rather than their combat system is it's basically a FromSoft clone, but I feel how they're choosing to expand on weapon implementation and just variety in play style. I think that's for that, the way Lies of P is doing it is perfect. Even in the upcoming DLC, I feel the weapons we've seen, even the Wolverine claws or stuff like that, it shows they have a real grasp of expression in terms of weapon variety and stuff like that. And you see, for me, that's a sign of a good game. That's a sign of a really good game. Like there's so many avenues for me as an African when I'm looking at games. There's so many avenues you could take. For example, I just saw the developer developer interview for Chrono Odyssey, and I was damn, this game looks so good. Because you hear even the developer talk about how the game is built on like just making literally the experience better, like better combat system. Like even when you look at the visuals for the game, like the game is expressing itself to be unique and like attractive to the viewer. So like for me, making the decision to buy a game like that is super easy. Like I don't even have to think about it, regardless of whether it's an MMORPG, and I'm like, and I have zero experience on that. But still, like just the visual experience from that is perfect. And then when I listen to the developer more, and he explains about how it's like you can play solo, you can play with other people, like it's optional, and I'm like, yeah, that's a game. That's a game I wanna play. Cause when I think about MMORPGs and stuff like that, I think the closest thing I can think of is the closest thing I can think of that I have played is Warframe, and like for me, like even my homies, like we couldn't get into Warframe properly because like I tried, because like I thought the story was kind of good, and the the whole game is good, but like when it came to like the MMORPG style, like parts of it where you have like to trade, and like there's a lot of like I feel like there was a lot of needless grinding, and like it felt like there's some stuff like you couldn't do alone, or like it really needed like other people's input, and like that kind of put me off. So like when I hear how the developer for Chrono Odyssey is approaching it, I'm like, he's ticking all the right boxes on my charts, so to speak. So like when I think of when I go back thinking of Blades of Fire, because like I remember I made a video saying how like the for me the perfect game is like making your own weapon, and like making your own like person and things like that. For me, Blades of Fire, I just have to say they failed at it, because when I think of when okay, so my idea of a perfect game, like I've said it before, it's like Elden Ring, then you throw in the Nemesis system from the Middle Earth games. So like if I was to put that like in a better way, I would say like take for example that Mir 5 boss, the AI one. So like you take that concept, like but then like you build it upon like many different bosses, then you say like all the bosses have like different mechanics that are adapting to like okay, this isn't a complete thought obviously, so like I was thinking about like how you could let it adapt to players, so like new bosses spawn with new elements added to them. Okay, but I don't know how that's going to work, so like I'm not really sure, but like that's like for the boss system, but like I think the customize in terms of customization and like weapon variety, and like just like when I talk about making your weapons, I think about like making weapons like in terms of making them for good use. Like the example of like Lies of P is probably the best one. Like you make weapons that like that suit anyone. Let me say that. Like I usually hate the idea of like being forced into a play style. Like I was hearing I was even hearing like I was watching Asmongold's VOD, and he was talking about how like MMORPGs need to have like the three class system. And I'm like, maybe it's because I've not played it, and I'm like, I don't think that's necessary, because like for me that from the outside looking in, it puts me off, because like I'm being forced to play a certain way every single time, and it kills the variety for me. That's okay. That's just for me, and like for me, like I've said this before, like in a game, expression is everything. Like being able to indulge and like feel like I'm actually role playing my character is the most important part for the game for me. So like if you give me the option of building a character anywhere I want to, why like I don't even have to think about buying that game because like it's a no-brainer. Like you've already captured my imagination because like I already know the game is up to me to some extent. The developer just has to give me a good base, and the rest is the rest is just up to me and how I'll interact with the game. Like for me, that's how it should be. But then again, what do I know? I'm just an African.